So I think this is the basement. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. I hear something. And it doesn't sound good. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hello everybody, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online, the second era. This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur here, and today I think you're watching... yeah, just now before I was logging into the game, I was trying to remember whether this is episode 68 or 67. Yeah, I think it's 68. Okay, so today I'm logged in as Starkneer, which is my alt melee character. And so today what I want to do is I want to explore, go for one more adventure before the year is out, before the end of 2014. So the reason why I'm going out again today is because few days ago I got a comment from one of my viewers. I think it was his name was, I think it was Daniel Roper, or yeah, I think it's Daniel Roper. He suggested that I should pay a visit to one of the there's this tower south of Fabernum, and so he says that you know, if you thought that the house in one of the places very to the southeast of Myrland, there's this house that's sitting by itself in very far away in an isolated part of the world, and in there's a rocking chair that rocks by itself. He said that if you thought that was creepy, you should pay a visit to the tower to the south of Fabernum. So you know, I'm just acting on his suggestion. You know, it seems like, you know, even though I've been to, you know, I'm very familiar with Fabernum, but you know, I'm just wondering whether I've been to that place before. And so that's where we are going today. We're going to Fabernum. We're going to check it out. And today I'm using Starkneer because, you know, a few days ago I did a recustomization on his appearance, because, you know, Starvault has sort of like given everyone a free recustomization for all their characters, and hopefully I don't get jumped again. Yeah, so I pretty much kept him the same way as he used to look, but yeah, I've given him a bit more. Yeah, I've given him a bit more extensive scar, and his tattoos on the same side as the scar as well. So it kind of makes him look. Yeah, he looks quite menacing. It's just the way I like it, because he is a Thursa Curite. I mean Thursa Tindremic. And yeah, he is almost maxed out on his stats. I still have 23 attribute points left, which I will max out on strength, dexterity, and constitution. Okay, so I feel that Starkneer needs a bit more skill training. Okay, that was a lag there. So I still have my hammer, which I made quite some time ago. This is a better version of the hammer that broke. And incidentally, it was the last time when I went to Fabernum that broke my weak wooden hammer. The head was made out of wood, but now it's made out of bone tissue, which is not very strong either. But if you look at the blunt damage, it is much better than last time. And so let's just make our way to Fabernum. So yeah, it is almost the end of the year, and so my tribute video for Mortal Online has been finished, and I'm just adding the descriptions and getting it, putting all the descriptions in, and so I'm planning to release it, maybe on December 30th or sometime around there, because I know there is a time difference, for people watching around the world. So better keep myself hidden. And even though it's nighttime, but the world does look very nice. And I'm running this game, for those of you who don't know, on high settings for all the graphical sliders. Everything is on high or maxed out. Well, most of it is high anyway, but yeah. So I'm running it on mostly high settings, and the game does look very nice, which I'm happy to say. And it seems like they've closed the gate. There was a time when that gate wasn't closed, and I was able to go in, and there was this invisible wall. There was one in one of my early episodes in season 1. And incidentally, I was going to Fabernum as well. So and I forgot to bring a torch again. I always forget to bring a torch whenever I go out, and I'm hoping I don't get jumped by any player killers. Okay, there's some pigs here. Okay, what is this? This is a mother pig, father pig, and baby pig. I always seem to notice that. The pigs are... Yeah, I always seem to take note of the pigs when I come here. So yeah, Psychoneer does still need a bit of skill training. There was an episode where I did, I basically thought that he was combat ready, but as soon as I brought him down to the sewers, he got he pretty much got owned by, well, he was about to get owned by scoundrels. He almost died, but I managed to get out in time and kill the scoundrel just moments before I got killed as well. Okay, I'll probably pick some of these flowers. I'll probably go to Fabernum and get a torch. Okay. I better not go too high because there are spiders there. Big spiders. Okay, so back to the suggestion by one of my viewers. I'm kind of thinking the tower south of Fabernum. I'm really not too sure where that is, because south of Fabernum is the mountains, and then you've got the river, the lake I should say. So I'm not really sure which tower he's talking about, and whether it's actually to the south or not. Yeah, these flowers will fetch you quite a bit of coins, so it's always a good idea to, if you see them, you should pick them. even though I think recently SV has reduced the price that you get, the amount of coins that you get from selling those flowers, but okay, better not get too close to the path, because I know that player killers probably roam this area, and okay. Okay, I'm wondering whether that's the tower that the player was talking about. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not aware of any towers that you can go down into, because he did say that there's some creepy stuff if you go down the towers, the tower that is south of Fabernum. So I'm not really sure which one he's talking about, because I believe that these are player built structures, so if that's the case, then I don't think there's any underground basements that you can go down into. At least not that I'm aware of anyway. And I don't think it's that tower either. I think that's a player built structure as well. I think that's a control tower, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so far so good. So from this point, I think actually best to just stay on the safe side. Don't take your chances. And wow, look at this. I've been here before, and last time the water was was just a flat texture. But look at this. Look at this water. This is, I've got to say, this is a very good looking water. And I'm really glad that SV has made changes to the water, and I think that's how water should look in this game, because it makes it look more natural and more realistic, and that's always a good thing. Okay, anyway. I'm really into the environment and the scenery, so sometimes I do stop and look, but in this game, getting distracted by anything, whether it be the environment or anything else, is it might just lead to your death. If you're not careful, if you're not paying attention, a player killer could come up and just kill you very quickly. So fingers crossed we won't come across any player killers. And can't rest while in combat mode. Okay, I'll just rest, and while I'm resting, I'll just plug in my laptop battery charger. Yes, I am playing this on a gaming laptop. There we go. And of course, this is the Origin PC Eon 11S, which I bought sometime last year, early 2013. And even though it is, even though the technology is 2 years old now, but happy to say that it is still able to run the majority of my games on either high settings or maxed out settings. So I think this laptop will last me for quite a long time to come, hopefully. I do know that every 2 years, the technology sort of gets a huge bump. You know, gets improved by leaps and bounds. So okay, so we've arrived at Fabernum. Yep, and so stick to the shadows. And that's another thing, guys. Even at night, don't be complacent, because at night time, I think player killers are just as prevalent, if not more. What is this? Raffle loot. Oh, okay. Chain Cuprum coin. Wow. That's interesting. I think this. Wow, look at this. What did I get? Cuprum coins. Oh, and I didn't realise my helmet was off. Oh, okay. So it appears that you can only get something one time. Anyway, you know, I thought it was going to be random loot, random stuff every time you pick up a raffle bag, but oh well. 40 silvers and 50 cuprum. Yep, that's enough to get me a torch. 40 torches to be exact. But where is the utilities vendor? Here we go. Yes, and Fabernum is very memorable for me. Oops. Okay. And we'll put the rest of coins in our bank first. Oh, that's supposed to be here. Okay. So keep some coins here. Alright, so let's go and explore that tower that the player has suggested. So he said it's south of Fabernum, so this is south. Ah, okay. I think I know where he's talking about. There is a tower to the south, and I'm gonna tell you why. You know, something about that tower. So let me just get there first. Hopefully no player killers. Nope. Doesn't appear to be any. But there is a tower to the south of, you know, south here. To the south, if you keep walking down, and there are some guards here, so I should be okay. Okay, so there's a taming tutor, mushroom bender, gathering tutor. You got two mushroom vendors. Okay. Okay, so you got some armor vendors here, and okay, so this tower. I just have to say that this tower has a very special. I have, you know, very fond memories of it. Yeah, so the reason why I have fond memories of this tower is because this is the tower where I started in the very first time when I logged into this game, way back in 2010. You know, when I first downloaded the game for the very first time, and I logged into the game. I logged in. I appeared in the world in this tower, and so back then there was no guards here, and there was no any help menus or compass or tutorial NPCs. These things didn't exist back then, and the game pretty much just dropped me into the world, and I had to figure out everything by trial and error, and basically playing around with the controls and looking up instructions. So that's why I say this Fabernum and this tower has I have fond memories of it, because this is where I started in the game, and so I started in this tower. Okay, and if there's no guards in here, then I'll have to defend myself. So let's just explore this tower here. Now, I haven't been here for a very long time, so let's just see what what has been added. Okay, so there's some there's some skill books that you can get here. Is this a crafting table? And no, it's just decoration. Okay, and there's so you can actually look out. I can see this tower being used for PvP purposes, for reasons which should be quite obvious. If you're an archer or a spellcaster, anyone that comes here, you can fire off some arrows or spells. Okay, so this looks like a guard tower of some sort. And I believe this is the tower that the viewer was talking about. He said it was a creepy place down in the basement, and so I'll go down and explore that place in a moment. And wow, didn't realize that they've added these things. Wow, look at this. You can see a lot of okay, let's just put the weapon away, and wow, look at this. Amazing. The graphic looks great, I have to say. Okay, so alright. And there's another NPC here, and he sells these books. Okay, so and you can sleep on this bed if you like. And there's a bear head, the head of a bear, which is pretty big. And I wish these chests were unlockable, but apparently I think they're just decorations. Okay, so alright, so let's go down to the basement and we'll check out. I think I've been down there before, but it's been a long time, so I don't know whether they've added anything else to it. They might have, because when I first logged into the game in this tower, there wasn't really anything to look at. There was no NPCs, and there weren't that many things, objects, world decorations. But it does seem that they've added these things over time. Okay. Alright, so there might be player killers down here. Fingers crossed there isn't any, but You got to be ready for any possibilities. Okay, is this a graphical bug? Yeah, I think it's a graphical bug. Raffle loot. Can I still? No. Oh. Okay, so it seems to be based on a timer, so you can't just keep looting it, but okay, so I think this is the basement. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. I hear something, and it doesn't sound good. Okay. My goodness. Okay, I hope there's no... Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Man, is this a haunted? Is this place haunted or something? Oh my goodness. This place was not like this the last time I came down here. Oh man. You know, it's not so much the graphics here, but that you know, sort of gives me the that sort of makes me unnerved, but it's the noise. I mean, what is going on? I mean, is someone being tortured or something? Oh man. Okay, please don't... hope nothing jumps out at me. Okay, I need a torch now. Okay, this sounds more like a madhouse, like a mental asylum. This place looks more like a dungeon compared to last time. You know, last time it wasn't like this. There weren't that many places to explore, but yeah, it does seem like... Okay, wherever that sound is coming from. Oh, and it seems like the torch graphics have been improved as well, which is nice. In the past, the graphics for the torch wasn't that good, I have to say, but now it looks more realistic. Well done to SV for even small things like this. Graphics for the torch. So, oh, okay, I'm out of here. The sound is just... Oh man. That got me shocked a little bit. Yeah, just now when you heard that, yeah, I got a bit of a fright. And there's a dead guy. Is that a dead guy or is it? Anyhow, oh man. I think I'll just... Oh man, what happened to this guy? Oh, he's been... I don't know. Oh, that's not the end. There's more to it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what what am I going to find down here? Okay. Okay, this is a painting. There's a bucket. Risa exploration. Huh. Ministerium Militae Tindrem. Okay, so this is obviously an official notice for the Tindremic Empire. Okay, so what is... Oh, okay. Alright, so what else is there to... Okay, how do you read this? Brawl area closed. Okay, I'm tilting my head so I can read this. So it says brawl area closed. Okay, so it's very dark without the torch. So if you're planning to come down here, bring a torch. Or don't bring a torch, which might make it more scary for you. But it also means that you won't be able to see much. Okay. There's a dead guy here. A skeleton. Okay, this place is definitely very different. So the last time when I came here, that there weren't these places to explore, but there's a chair you can sit on. Okay. Can you open this door? Okay, what is that thing in front of me? So it does seem like this place is going to lead to somewhere, or maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't seem to lead to anywhere. It's a dead end. Maybe this might be a dungeon for the future. SV might add a dungeon to this place. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back here next time. Maybe, yeah, next time when SV adds something. I like it how SV doesn't tell anyone everything that they've added, because I don't recall that they put in the patch notes that they've added these extensive areas down in this place. Chair. Oh, okay. It's weird. I'm not pointing at the chair, but anyway. Okay, so thankfully there wasn't any... okay, where did I come from? Okay, I think I came from here. Ooh, okay. Is this where people have been buried? Okay, it's a good thing that Starkania, he's trained for combat. Oh, what? Ah, it's just piles of bones. So okay, so it does seem like, oh, so actually this is the floor below the that prison area that we explored a few minutes ago. Okay, so yeah, this could be, you know, expanded in a future, you know, in future patches, I believe, you know, and they could really turn this into a dungeon where there are mobs, and you know, I'm thinking of maybe the zombies or undead or something along those lines. Maybe escaped prisoners, rebels, mutineers, maybe, yeah, something along those lines. But yeah, I can definitely see this dungeon expanded a lot more. But you know, that's for the future. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. The sound is just depressing. It's very, it's quite unnerving. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, alright, so let's make my way out of this place. Alright, so a lot of memories coming back, and but I'm glad that this game has come such a long way. Of course, there is still a long way for the game to go, but you know, I'm definitely looking forward to whatever future content that SV has in store for us. And so yeah, I'm just going to find a place to look at the scenery, and wow, look at this. I really love this scenery here. So I think this is where I'll leave it, and so thank you all so much for joining me today, and if you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, subscribe and share, and so I'll see you in the next one. So this is Fun Gaming Connoisseur. Take care.